Welcome to online teaching. We are discussing chapter 9, the industrial revolution. This is module 7th. In this we will discuss about reforms through laws. Okay. And in previous module yesterday we discussed about the protest movement. Now what was the impact of these movements? What were the steps taken by the government to make the conditions smooth? The familiar one. Okay. Now in 1819 a law was passed not to send the children below 9 years for hazardous work. Okay. It means where the life risk is there, that was prohibited. Okay. Now 12 hours working for the children above 9 to 16 years. These were some of the reforms. These were some changes that were done by the English government. Okay. Now these laws were passed, but they were not enforced. They were not implemented properly as they would be. So again in 1833 a law was passed that the children below 9 years should be sent in silk industries, or you may say in the cotton or like such industries. Means for the hazardous they were prohibited. And even again where the conditions are not good, the children were not sent. And for that inspectors were implemented. It means the officials were deputed. The officials were appointed for this implementation of the law. Okay. It means the working conditions that should be. And in that a lot of struggle was there from both the side, the government as well as from the labor side. The government also wanted, especially the richer people, the wealthy persons, they want some of the changes because the children and women were the soft targets that can be easily available. Okay. Now, and whatever after this 1833, this implementation, but that was not much successful. Okay. Now what happened in 1847? After a long struggle, 10 hours a day bill was passed. A day bill, 10 hours a day bill was passed. It means earlier it was 12, 14, 16 hours a day. Now here comes 10 hours a day. And the children, the women and the male workers, they were given such type of the facilities. And for this enforcement, strictly, the officials, you may say, the heads were appointed and special guidelines were there. Less than 9 years children should be monitored. It means they should be checked whether their age is or not, because poverty and starvation were there. Sometimes the parents, they also wanted that their children is not less than 9, it is more than 9, because they wanted the money. Conditions were not good, so they tell a lie. And the heads or the officials, they were given least wages, so bribe bribe was a common thing. What they do, the parents tell a lie, and even the owner of the industries or the mills, they give some money, and such type of the things were followed. And again in 1842, Mines Commission Act was passed. Okay, what was that? The children that should not be sent for mines in deep, and the women that were also. This act was passed, and what happened? Because in 1833 and 1819 some laws were passed that below 9 years the children can't go for the work. But here the workers, especially those children, the parents of those children, they started to send their children in these mines, and again the problem starts. Again what happened? This was a highly risky. Explosion was there. Even some of the another problem, that may be the leakage of the gases. So you may say some of the problems that may start at any time. Again what happened? The same situation. The person who was appointed as the head, or you may say the person that was the officer that was appointed, same situation, the bribery or such type of the fraud and cheating was there. So he was given some money, and these acts that were not properly implemented. But after a, you may say, long struggle, after in 1850s or in 1860s, the law that were very strict, and the situation started to come under the control. So these were some of the changes that helped the companies, that helped the nation to make their generation safe and secure.